The Backrooms is a well-known internet creepypasta that contains a boatload of lore. However, while it currently consists of over 1,000 different pocket dimensions, it started from much humbler beginnings. The first ever version of the story only detailed one level, an endless maze of yellow halls. Despite all the changes the lore has gone through, this area, now known as Level 0, has always remained in some form. Today, we're going to be covering it. Before we get to the actual level, I'd like to explain some important things for those of you who aren't familiar with this creepypasta. First of all, the Backrooms is divided into 1,000 levels that wanderers can traverse between by no-clipping into objects. Next, entities are the creatures that live in the Backrooms. While some of them are peaceful, many are extremely dangerous. Finally, the MEG, or Meg for short, is a mysterious organisation found throughout the Backrooms. Their main goal is to discover the exit back to reality, and they set up loads of cool stuff to help wanderers. However, some people seem to think they are hiding dark secrets. Level 0 has a Class 1 difficulty, meaning it is relatively safe but still contains some danger. It appears as a massive complex of rooms resembling the backrooms of a retail outlet. These rooms all share certain characteristics, such as pale yellow wallpaper, constantly damp carpet, and fluorescent lighting. However, no two rooms here are identical. A detail to be wary of is that the lighting hums at a constant frequency that is noticeably louder and more obtrusive than normal fluorescent humming. This has been known to cause severe discomfort to wanderers new to this level. In addition, the liquid saturating the carpet is not water, and it is not safe to drink. In Level 0, space doesn't work like it does in reality. You could walk forward and end up where you were before, or retrace your steps and end up somewhere new. Also, certain devices such as GPS locators and radio communication devices face extreme interference here. These characteristics, combined with the uniform appearance of the rooms, makes navigation extremely difficult. In addition, the level is home to a strange effect that makes it impossible to see, hear, or interact with other humans here. Any attempt to enter in a group will cause separation until the level is exited. Hallucinations are common in Level 0. These include the appearance of stairs, acute deja vu, and the humming of the lights increasing before abruptly stopping. As you can imagine, these would add another layer of difficulty to surviving this level. However, there may be a way to prevent this. The Backrooms is home to an item called almond water, which not only hydrates you, but also improves your mental health. This is one of the most important items in this creepypasta, so make sure to remember it. Finally, analysis shows that levels of carbon dioxide are rising in this level, though it is unknown why. Guess global warming must exist in the Backrooms too. The Manilla Room is a rare sub-area of Level 0 where space functions normally, allowing wanderers to meet. It consists of a small, square room with lighter coloured wallpaper than the rest of Level 0. Inside of this room is a small table and chair, as well as between 1 and 4 entrances. The room can be entered by walking a long distance in any direction, and the entrances always appear in the same places. However, it seems to be dangerous for multiple people to simultaneously use the same entrance. The lighting here is mostly the same as Level 0, including the irritating buzzing. However, the lighting changes over time, sometimes causing periods of complete darkness. While there are no known entities in this level, strange noises can be heard coming from the walls. Concerningly, they seem to become louder when the lights go out. The most important thing about the Manilla Room is that it contains several documents by Meg that provide wanderers with useful information about the Backrooms. This includes a guide to no-clipping, information about important levels, and a list of some of the most dangerous entities. Level 0, luckily enough, is usually devoid of entities. However, there are rare cases in which they do appear in the level. If you see or hear anything you believe to be human, it is likely not. One of the most well-known entities in Level 0 is the DNA monster, a humanoid figure composed of intertwining strings of black DNA. In addition, some wanderers have photographed skin stealers in this level. These usually appear as giant humanoid mouth monsters, but can mimic the appearance of a wanderer through some, unsavory means. In level 0, you can rarely encounter dimly lit rooms with red wallpaper. These are known as the red rooms and should not be entered under any circumstances. They appear similar to the normal level 0, although some key differences set them apart. The carpet is coarse and sticky, contrasting with that of level 0, and mushrooms grow in dark corners. Radio communication is as unreliable here as in the normal level, although it worsens the longer you are here. Meg has documented 3 instances of their field agents entering this level, and none of them have ever left. This has led many to believe that this is a trap level, which means there is no exit. In addition, this level is known to induce paranoia and fear in the wanderers who get trapped here. Overall, it's not a very good place to be. Level 0 is most commonly entered when people accidentally no-clip out of reality. As the starting point of the Backrooms, most people who enter are sent here. While there have been other recorded entrance levels, most of them have been destroyed by the various mass destruction events that erased all the levels past the first 1000. It can also be entered through wooden doors that smell of mould on level 283. The main exit of level 0 is found by clipping into a wall. This will take you to level 1, the habitable zone. This area is home to a major Meg base, and it is also one of the safest to stay in until level 4. Due to these factors, it is an important location that you should try to reach as quickly as possible. Obviously, you can also leave by entering the previously mentioned Red Rooms and Manilla Room. Hi again everyone, thanks for watching to the end of this video. This was quite different from my usual videos, but I thought the Backrooms would be an interesting topic. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time!